we could raise our glasses to this glorious dinner of friendship, CDL, and talk a little shit on some of these teams.
Okay. All right, so who is your favorite team to cast?
Oh, that's hard. That's hard. That's tough.
Chicago.
I do love Chicago now. Just to annoy every American ever. Chicago, or as I will now say for the rest of the year, the Huntsman.
The Huntsman.
We're just gonna keep it with that. It's hard because I don't know about like you guys, but for me, I have players that I love to cast because you know that they're gonna do something on the map. You know they're gonna explode at any point, and you can just be mid-cast and all of a sudden pops a 4-piece, right? Like Dashy last year was one of those guys. You watched him play and you're like, whoa, this guy is just such a talent. So yeah, I would probably say Chicago for me. Like that, Chicago.
Chicago's a funny one for me. It's like whenever we cast
The curse.
so the curse is, I tell people like, the curse is still real and it's just over scum at this point in time. Like it's over scum and whoever he teams with. But I'm thinking about like, every single time we cast the Huntsman, you can't slip up anything. And even if you say the right thing in the game, the fans still come after you. And I love that, man. Like I've never had heat like it before where like, I'll say someone's on a tear and they're like, it wasn't a tear, it was only 3 kills. I'm like, whoa man, like what the hell are you talking about? Like, that's a tear, it was 3 big kills, they were great kills. And like the fans will come at you for anything. And I love that. I love how passionate the Chicago fans are.
Yeah. I think most of us would probably say Chicago. Okay, I would, it's not much to do with the players as much, we could all say as commentators, it is much easier to commentate when the crowd is into it.
I think one team that surprised me as well in terms of who I've enjoyed casting so far this year is Minnesota Roca. Partly because they're just a lot better than I thought they were going to be, and they just seem to be consistently good, making the right plays at the right time. They have explosive youth as well, which is always good.
The good thing about Minnesota is they're challenging every team, and they're not steamrolling any teams, bar a few, but I think they will always push the Huntsman. Even FaZe, we saw him in Atlanta. For me, I know bias was a topic before. Royal Ravens, a joy to cast. I think for me, the exciting time for casting them was in London. And again, we talk about that home crowd, we talk about the chants, the crowd affecting it, but I think, again, not knowing what you're going to get from a team is kind of exciting.
You guys aren't, like, done being heartbroken enough? Like, you still look forward to it?
We always have faith, Joe.
Okay, understandable.
Joe, you don't understand what it's like to be, like an English football fan. Like, to support England in, like, any kind of international sporting event is living with heartbreak. And you just get really, really
Wouldn't you
resilient.
be more of a Paris fan with like the Australian players on
Well, I'm torn these days, man. Hey, but Clint, look, man, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a turncoat, and as soon as Paris start doing well, I'm like that. Vous allez! Vous allez! Like, I've got the flag out, I'm singing. Yeah, 100%.
I will say Paris is a good pick though. Like casting a team that we're expecting to be the worst team in the league, and then you're like going to the series and you're like, they're just gonna get beat down, it's gonna be a 3-0, and then all of a sudden they start making crazy plays, Australians start turning up, like that builds the excitement for myself.
Just remember
because it defies
they
expectations.
only cast 3-0s though, so they don't really know much about
those?
it.
Okay.
Hey, you know what's really fun though? When you cast Paris as well, and you get to do a listening, and everyone's like, you're waiting for someone to start swearing.
I'm surprised none of you guys said FaZe, but then I think about it, I'm like, they just 3-0 destroy everybody, so it's probably not that fun.
As a caster, you want a good series, right?
Yeah.
That's what you want. You're neutral, yes, but you still want a good series. Yeah.
The team I was most excited to cast coming into the year was probably Optic because of like what Joe said. We think about players. Like Kenny's one of my favorite players to cast because of his playmaking ability. Slasher is a god. TJ when he's on point. Dashy last year. But now I'm most excited to cast them because they've been so that I'm kind of like, are they going to eventually be good?